our pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blitzing. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Stafford going to throw from the outset.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Stafford. And it's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A 3rd and 2, here's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, Willis. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Bills at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Willis on the bootleg.
And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he is going to lose yardage here. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, Stafford. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford on 3rd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To the air again, Stafford.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd and 5.
Stafford now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Stafford. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Willis to throw.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. But give up the middle to Kelly. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Again, it's Kelly. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down, it's Willis. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. They run up the gut with Kelly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
On first down, Willis. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now Willis on the bootleg.
The Sanders has got it complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Kelly will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. The open man here, Renfro. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Stafford. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have retaken the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
To throw, here's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Kelly. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Kelly tries the right side, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Willis steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Running right with Kelly. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Last play of the half, Willis.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So we have reached halftime.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. On 2nd and 12, Willis. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Now it's Stafford.
He finds Hardy on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. To throw is Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
On first down, Willis
dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Kelly. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack. and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Willis. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. This will be caught by Brown.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Quickly a slant to Renfro. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Back to throw, Stafford.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Here's Stafford. Touchdown! George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And he fires one incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now Willis. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And he whips that one incomplete there. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
To throw, here's Willis.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Jordan Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback. A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Willis, gotta have this one. He'll go right back to Tunyon.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stafford. Man open left side is Brown. Getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for New York. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Willis to throw.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Willis.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, that is a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Here's Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flag to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 1. 1:15 remaining. Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Stafford now to throw.
Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location.